Hi, and welcome back to your weekly Akashic Records reading. My name is Kirsten. I'm an Akashic Records channel, and I'm here in the records for you today to see what wants to come through in support of your week. Thank you so much for being here with me each and every week, and for those who are attending for the first time, thank you for joining. I really love delivering these messages each week, and I hope that they support you. And if they do, I would love to hear what resonates with you below. So let's dive into the Akashic Records. I see you in the audience of an auditorium, and you're the only one. Well, no, you're not the only one. I see you in the seat, you're eating popcorn. I see your highest self sitting next to you and your guides and guardians on the other side. And you're all watching this play. You're the only ones in there, and the spotlight is shining down on the stage. And what's playing out are, especially as we come into the holiday season, what's playing out are the old beliefs, patterns, and systems, whether with friends or family, that seem to play out each year. And it's almost like you're at this point where you're able to zoom out and view it from an outsider's perspective, from a higher view, almost like you're watching a play. And you're able to have this neutral and compassionate energy for what's going on, on this stage, for what the characters are doing. Because you're realizing it's a character that you play. And maybe you've been playing the same character for most of your life. And now you see that you want to shift your role in this play. You want to rewrite that character. But it hasn't felt like you've been able to do that before, because maybe the other actors are resistant to it. But you have just as much right to rewrite this play as they do, or to step out of it altogether, to take a break, to let the understudy take over. They're saying it doesn't have to play out the same way that it always has. How boring would that be? If you think about, I don't know much about plays, but they're like, there's an evolution to it that makes plays great. There's this evolution. Yes, there's always the great writing and things that start out, but the actors that come in, and sometimes there's an evolution beyond what was initially visualized. And in parallel, this is your soul's evolution. You were never meant to keep playing out that same role, to keep playing out any toxic patterns. And they're bringing all this up because a lot of this can come back during the holidays, when we're spending more time with family and friends. And for those maybe we haven't seen in a long time, we may put each other into these roles of like, oh, you're this person, oh, you're this person, without giving the space and opportunity to understand that people are always growing and evolving, and having that openness to receive perhaps new information from them, or just a new way of being. So it's this willingness to rewrite your own story and your own role, and understanding that others may be doing the same. Or they may not be doing the same, and then you get to decide how much you want to be a part of that play. Or if you'd rather remove your role, take a pause, let the understudy take over. But it's up to you. But that first step, it seems like, is this zooming out, like putting yourself in the audience and observing from a neutral point of view. Gosh, how silly these characters are acting, right? Having some humor around it. And trying to understand, when we're watching a play, we're trying to put ourselves in the shoes of each of the characters to understand where they're coming from. So where are you able to do that too? And they keep showing me, like the character, the curtain closing on a scene, right? And then it goes dark and then it opens on a brand new scene, like things have been reset behind the scenes. So allowing for this too, knowing that there's going to be different chapters and different acts, and one may close out, right? And then everything's going on behind the scenes, and then it opens up and it feels like a completely different scenery, completely different energy and vibe, and like being okay with those quick shifts, because that may happen too. As you're spending time with people, as things are evolving, there's going to be different acts, and it may be spread over a longer period of time. But allowing that evolution to happen and knowing that it's part of the process, and having compassion for each other. And that's what's coming through for this week. I hope these messages support you. And if you'd like to dive deeper into your own Akashic record, if there's something that's been on your heart that you've been wanting to ask, something you've been wanting to work through, let me know. DM me and let's chat. I'd love to be able to support you in this way, especially during this time of year where it seems like so many things are coming up to be cleared. And we're almost sorting through our energetic year of like, what has been happening? How much have we grown? And where do we go next? I hope you have a beautiful week. Thank you again for joining me. It means so much. I would love to hear what resonated with you below, and I'll see you soon.